Hi there, this is Nick Guadiano, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to launch a test campaign for your product. Basically, I'm making this video for Chris, so Chris, if you're watching this, this is your lucky day. You're going to be the demo that I'm using for this video. And what I'm going to do is basically show you how to take your product and what to do when you're ready to test it. I'm going to show you the easiest way to get it set up, and I might run into a few glitches here and there, and I'll show you how to get around that. I'm also going to touch a little bit on product research after this, just give you a little bit of feedback on how to improve your product research and just basically that whole first phase of launching an e-commerce product. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to go ahead and create a campaign. Alright, so I'm going to choose conversions. I'm going to start off with a conversion ad. Because ideally I want to create a post ID, and I know that Facebook has made some changes to this, so I'm going to see if, with this ad account, see if those changes have been made. Basically just see if we can get around that. See, we're not going to do that. I'm going to purchase. I'm going to put it as my build my marketing pixel. Alright, so here's your targeting. In this example, I'm not sure which product I'm going to use. Let's say I'm going to use a okay, so let's say hypothetically we're going to use this straightener. I'm going to take this. That did not download as an image. Download it as a web page. Save image. Okay. So basically, you're either going to be using an image or a video, and that's totally fine. But we're going to find our interest. So right now, I have USA selected. This is a hair straightener, so I'm going to go with women. I'm going to leave it 18 to 65, just because I don't know who the audience is yet. Could be any of those. So let's see, hair straight. I don't know if I should do hair straightening or hair straightener, but let's try this. So basically this is going to tell you what people are searching on Google, and a lot of the times they could be searching because they want to purchase. So Australia has a really high search rate for this. That is a good thing. UK, South Africa. So I'm going to take Australia, UK, South Africa, New Zealand. South Africa, New Zealand. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to keep those countries here because those are the most searched for on Google, and that's what I'm going to use in my test. I'm going to change this to English. All. Unselect that. And we're going to go into interest. So let's scroll down here. You'll see that we got some interest. Some of these, like these, are irrelevant. I'm not going to use that. Steam is these are too general. Computer, so that's pulling up some Steam computer gaming stuff. We're going to ignore that. Argan oil is very popular with steaming people's hair, so I'm going to add argan oil. 13 million audience, that's perfect. Once you add something that's relevant, boom, you're gonna have a bunch of these. So I'm gonna add at least 5, but I might do more than that. Good hair day, argan plant, diva, shaving, hairspray, possibly. I'm gonna do beauty salon. Beauty salon. Beauty accessories, let's go with that one. So, turning guide, Dyson, that's a vacuum. So some of these aren't. Long hair, possibly. This one is typically a lot better. So Repro Salon Professional Hair Streamer, Argan Oil Hair Straightener. So the argan oil is showing up multiple times, so that means that the oil used for a hair straightener is very, it correlates extremely well with the product that I'm selling. So it's like if you're selling a toothbrush, you know, the toothpaste is the equivalent of that to the straightener. So let's go ahead and keep looking through. A lot of these are brands, so let's click Steam Straightener. What is Rio Pro? It's not showing up. Ulta Beauty, that's a great one. And I've done this search in the past, and I know that, let's see, this shows up. It's a local store. Let me look at the suggested. I'm gonna go with Moroccan oil. That's similar to argan oil. I'm gonna go with that one. So right now I have 5, and typically I try to make these small interests. So like this one's 400,000. I like that a lot, but some of these are big, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna narrow it down, and I'm gonna use, let's see, shoppers, engaged shoppers, active credit card users, online shopping. So that's going to narrow it down a lot. And then I'm also going to potentially, let's see what this, hair straightening, that one's going to go up here. Okay, so as I'm typing this in, I'm realizing that this is probably super confusing because this is all one ad set. So I'm going to back up, and I'm going to say, write all of these down in a notebook or in a notepad like down here, and we're only going to do one at a time. I use something that's called Quaya, and what I do in Quaya is I list all of these products, and then a button right here will say split, and then it'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new ad sets, and it'll split all of these up and do a test. So I pay like $100, $150 per month for that program, and if you don't want to use that, that's fine. But basically write all of these down, and then you can go ahead and exit. So now it's just hair care. I'm going to exit out of that. This isn't updating yet, mainly because I just edited it a bunch, so that's totally fine. And I'm going to go down to placements. Right now it's Facebook feeds. I'm only going to do Facebook feed right now. We can add Instagram later, but that will be a separate test. And then I'm not going to change anything, but I'm going to make this $10. And I'm going to leave this. If you want to test this, you can. It's different for everybody's ad account. I've had it work for some things, and I've also had it not work. So let me go back up here because this interest is messing up. Let's go ahead and change that. And make this argan oil so that you guys can see the potential reach. There we go. There we go, 700,000. That didn't really do anything, but I'm showing you that it's the concept that matters. Is I try to do this on all of them, and I'll show you what to do next with those. So I'm going to leave all of this. The budget's $10. I'm going to leave it for conversions. And if this is your first campaign, you haven't ran any campaigns, you can try clicking this. But as you can see right here, March 30th, this will no longer be available. So right now it is the 15th. So in 15 days, this is going to be gone. So you might as well just not use it. You can test one of these if you want to change it, because you want Facebook to acquire as many goals as possible. So you're going to easily get 50 landing page views if your budget is 10 to 20 bucks. And link clicks is a little lower, but landing page views is more. So if you want to do that on your very first one, you can. It'll help you out. But I'm going to assume that you've already tested a few ads, and I'm just going to go right for conversions. I use 7-day click, 1-day view for these, and then I ignore everything else. So easy as that. Okay, so I'm here, and then I just picked my Facebook page. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create this image. So right here you'll see that I have everything to create an image. If you want to do a video, you can just go to video, but I'm just going to use this image. Let's see if that lets me drag and drop. Nope. Okay. Okay, we got that. Now for the copy. And if you're doing a video, you can actually upload the video. Like if you go over here, you can click here and then upload the video right here. So this is the easiest way, and it's also very fast. So I recommend just uploading the video there once you edit. But for the image, I'm going to write some copy. And basically what I do is I'll go on Facebook and see like what other people's copy is like, but for this one I'm going to write my own. So I'm going to use emojis for this. I use getomoji.com. It's pretty simple. It's got a bunch of these. I'm going to use this one. Let's see. So with this product, I'm using it as a test. So I'm using it as a placeholder, but typically the product will have a lot more of a hook to sell it. So I'm going to kind of pretend that this is a better curling iron than it actually is. So there is a two-way curling iron. Two-way curling iron. Okay, so this two-way curling iron, I'm going to get the image and update it. Still the same. Okay. Now I'm only doing this because it says display link and it keeps saying test.com, and that's bothering me. So okay. So I'm gonna use their copy and I'm gonna edit the copy. This is very tough to do with an image. Let's try that. So if you're doing a general store, I recommend doing videos. However, I have had a lot of success doing images with like men's accessories and stuff like that. But for products like this, it's usually best to do video. So I'm not going to do a video because I don't want to. If I record the process of editing a video on video, it's going to screw up my computer and it's going to just cause a meltdown. So let's say we were to do this, and I would recommend taking the supplier's video for the product off AliExpress or somewhere on Alibaba, and just use one of those, and you can edit it in iMovie or Final Cut depending on if you have PC or Mac. But for the most part, I would just try to keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. I have had image ads work. However, this template right here is not super great. However, I don't know. This image ad could do really well. I'm not going to run it, but I'm going to show you showing you the functionality of creating this stuff. I'm not actually trying to show you like which products to use yet. That's something I'm going to touch on later. So let's go ahead and do this copy. See. So you're going to put the link in there, you're going to put something that grabs attention, and then you're going to also like try to get a little bit of engagement. So make this a shop now. So you can see right here, just filling all this out. So now we have an ad. This ad looks pretty good. This is the type of ad that I've made a lot of money with, and the only difference for a video is that this would be a video. That's the only difference. So when you publish this, I'm going to go ahead and publish it. Let's see. Okay, so we have this right here, and it's in review. Sometimes it takes a little bit for review. That's totally okay. What I'm going to do is pause this because I don't want it to spend money. It's not even my store that I put in the URL, so just making sure. So that is off. Now the next step is basically you're going to create multiple of these, and all you would do is duplicate this. So you click duplicate and then change that single interest to the next one that you wrote down. So it's very simple. I'm not going to go into that because I want to save time. That's how you would start up your initial test. So $10 per ad set. Use Google Trends to find your interest. Use this method for creating the product ad creative. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go here and I'm going to see if it gave me a post ID, which it doesn't look like it did, but let's see. There we go, post ID right there. I'm going to type up here 635936480074935. Okay, saving this. I'm going to go over here. Now what you want to do is when you're going to create, I'm going to have you create a PPE ad. And what you would do is you would go over here, create, and you would go to engagement. We're going to use only engagement. I'm going to click continue. And a lot of people with PPE, they've gone worldwide. But I would just do the same interest as the other one. So New Zealand, Australia. Let's see, and it was South Africa. Okay, so women, and then what you could do is put all the interests here. So everything that you wrote down, just put it in here. I didn't have it written down, but I do have fairly hair products. Okay, so yeah, you basically know what I'm saying. You can go with a huge interest. Like this is 69 million, that's totally fine because we're going to reach a lot of people with this. So just keep that as it is. Edit your placements. You're not going to want anything but that news feed. And again, with the Instagram, you can reduplicate this process and do it on Instagram if you want. I would not combine them though, because you're not going to know which one works. It could screw it up. So set this one up at $10. This is for engagement, and then we're going to click continue. Okay, and then I'm back here. As you can see in the ad creative, I clicked use existing post, and I'm going to click this and click my post ID. Boom. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using this same post ID because we want all of that engagement to build up on this one singular ad. So I want you to really focus on making sure that you're only using this one singular ad, and you want all of the money that you spend to go towards this one ad, because Facebook is going to favor you when you get all of that engagement. So it's very important that you do that. And this is actually the fast way to do things. I have a faster way, but it costs money, and it's $100, like $150 a month. And if you're interested in it, let me know. I don't have any affiliation with the company. I just use them because when you're launching multiple products, it's very useful to make this a quicker process. So far this should only take you like 20 minutes to do, maybe longer the first time, but I mean, this video was relatively short, especially considering I'm taking time to explain little details. So I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I was going to go into product research. I'm actually going to hold off on that, and I'm going to save that for a different video because that's a very important topic, and I just want to save this for you so that you know exactly how to test your product. So the product research video will be separate. I'm going to go ahead and close this video down, and if you have questions, you can let me know, or you can basically reach out to us to see if we can get that fixed if this process is not working for you. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I hope your future product tests are very profitable. Also, something to keep in mind, these $10 ads usually don't generate a ton of money. Basically, they are good for looking at the CTR and the add to cart. So you want to focus on those two. You want your CTR to be well, and you want your add to cart to be good. So focus on those, and if you're starting to get really good add to carts, that means it'll eventually generate purchases. So I'll make other videos covering some other topics because this video is making me realize there's a lot more to cover. So just stay tuned and follow these instructions, and we'll keep going and make it happen. So thanks for watching. Talk soon. Bye.